conditions and obviously everything that played into that.
Yeah, it was a really tough night. Look, obviously the result didn't go our way. There's plenty of effort. I think both teams a bit tough in that weather. So unfortunately for us, we conceded 3 tries there from kicks, and the bounce of the ball sort of on those opportunities went the Roosters' way. And, we just didn't get enough field position, I think, in particular that second half. Our discipline wasn't great, so we put ourselves under pressure a bit. We were chasing points at the end, we weren't able to do it. So we did have some opportunities in that first 20-25 minutes of the first half. We weren't quite able to sort of ice those opportunities, and then we were chasing the scoreboard a little bit. So tough night, really tough.
Lehigh came off with that HIA. Tommy goes to fullback, and then Lehigh came back. But then you obviously Tommy then went back to fullback. Can you just talk us through that?
Yeah, well, we went down 20 points to 4 with 20 minutes to go or something like that. So we're chasing 3 tries, so we had to try something.
Do you think you'll try that again going forward, Steve, or is it back to Lehigh at fullback full time next week?
I think about 10 minutes after the game. So we just need to try something. Like what we were doing, we weren't getting any field position, and we tried to get turbo on the footy and start moving the footy. But it's hard to move in that sort of weather. So we're just trying three tries behind, so we need to chase.
So you touched on it earlier, you had some good ball, probably more opportunities in the red zone than they did, but just weren't able to convert. That was probably the difference.
In the first half, we did. I think Tommy got held up one time over the line. Rubes got the ball over the line a second time. In a game like that, they score 3 tries, as I said, from kicks, and we get over the line 3 tries, score 1, but we don't quite ice the other 2, and that's probably the difference when you look at the scoreboard. And that second half was tough going for everyone, so it was always going to be hard chasing points. So we had to be really, really good with regards to our field position second half, and we let ourselves down a bit with some penalties.
That just leaves you in that logjam, doesn't it? There's 2 or 3 of you now trying to fight out for that one last spot in the 8.
It's probably been like that the last two games of it. After a really good couple of weeks, we had a good win away against the Storm. It was really hard for about 50 minutes last week, and then got away from us. And tonight it was always going to be one of those sort of games in the conditions. It was going to come down to some ounces of the footy, and unfortunately didn't bounce our way. We were pretty beaten up. We had 3 guys go for HIAs. We had Jazz hurt his hip badly, so we're pretty beaten up.
What was Jazz's injury? Because he sort of limped off and then he was carried up the tunnel.
We can't put any weight on his hip, so he felt a pop in his hip, so it doesn't sound good.
What about the 2 boys that went off HIAs? Jake?
We had 3 HIAs. Lehigh obviously passed because he come back on. Benny Trebojevic was category 1, so he won't be available next week. And unfortunately, Jake Simpkin, he missed the back end of the game, but it was category 2, so he should be available going on next week. But, certainly Jazz and Benny Trebojevic won't be.
He's been okay though, he's lucid and up and walking.
Who's that, mate? Benny, he is, but he's a bit crook,
DC, 250 for Luke Brooks. Obviously, there's been so much talk about what sort of bloke he is, and despite the result, which is for him to get 250, to play alongside him as well in the halves.
Yeah, we're all disappointed in the result, and as teammates, we're disappointed we couldn't get a good win for him on his milestone. But what will stand is the fact that he got there, and he's had to work harder than most, I'd say, when it comes to scrutiny and adversity. So I've got a lot of respect for how he's had to get to 250 games, and he's a very, very valued member of the team here at the moment. We love playing alongside Brooksy, and he brings a lot off the field as well. So yeah, it's a shame we couldn't celebrate tonight with him in style, but still, he'll look back on this and should be really proud of where he's at and the great footy he's played through 250 games.
So you've played a lot of games yourself. Have you played in conditions much worse than that?
There's a few games that come to mind when it comes to tough nights, when it comes to weather conditions, but I don't think I'll forget this one anytime soon. It was really average weather conditions, and unfortunately we didn't play well enough.
I guess the final is still on the table, but the margin of error is looking pretty I guess, narrow? What do you need to see from the boys in some of these really crucial games?
We just got to keep this fight up. Well, we've shown a ton of fight. As I said, schoolboy got away from us the last 25 minutes last weekend, but you know, we've been fighting really hard. I don't think that'll change. You know, we weren't quite good enough with regards to some of our execution tonight, but some of that was chasing the game. But our discipline needs to be better. Like, we have too many leg outs, you know, in this weather, like 7 or 8 yardage penalties across the game was, yeah, that rule in sort of the first 60 minutes too, you know, so they just gave Roosters a leg up, and we need to be better there. So that's what I need to say. Like, we need to be better with our discipline, but look, the guys are working really hard. We'll keep fighting, and you know, it's still in their hands. So until that's taken away, we keep sort of bouncing in and keep fighting hard.
Chez, what are the belief levels like in that dressing room now?
Right now, obviously, we're just disappointed with the result, but there's still a fair bit of belief in that room. You know, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to make it all calculated for us, how many we've got to win. Reality is we just need to knuckle down and get a result next weekend, but you know, even then, that's not going to be the end of our season, I don't think. With how close it is at that bottom of the ladder, you know, our most important game is our next game, but it is getting thin, but the belief's still there. We know that we just need to keep giving ourselves a chance, and at the moment, the last 2 weeks in particular, we haven't given ourselves a chance. You know, the opposition's been too good for us, so we need to dust ourselves off, but there's still belief there. And I know from where I'm sitting, I'm very confident we can still get there. And it could take till the last round, but that's all you need.